This is the story of Swan Lake. Once upon a time, there was a young maiden named Odette who sold erotic Doctor Who needlepoints on Etsy. They were supposed to be for novelty purposes, but you could probably fap to them in a pinch if the Wi-Fi was down or something. One day, she was working at the edge of Swan Lake. Unfortunately, a nearby Utz potato chip company had pumped so many chemicals into the water supply, all the wildlife had died, except of course for some hideous mutant waterfowl. Things were all tickety-boo until Odette was attacked by an evil knight named Rothbart, who put a curse on her, something he learned how to do on 4chan. Before Odette could reach for a keychain mace or rape whistle, Rothbart had turned her into one of the mutant swans. "What an awesome prank!" exclaimed the wicked knight. "Man, this video is gonna go viral for sure. I do love being super shitty. It really gets me off." "Whoa, what?" said Odette. "I'm a swan now?" "Only during the day. During the night, you'll turn back into the dumb slut you've always been," said Rothbart, who really had some effed up issues with women. And so, Odette went about her new life, living as a mutant swan during the day and turning back into her human self at night. It really wasn't so bad until a handsome prince came to the lake to film a reality TV show. The prince was there to pick one of a dozen embittered, dead-eyed skanks to be his wife. Naturally, he was dismayed at the lineup of onion-scented gorgons. "Damn it, Prince, you have to pick one," shouted the reality show producer, her breath thick with the stench of kale and cool cigarettes. "Can we take 5, please?" pleaded the prince, who walked off the set to go call his agent and complain. But the prince never made the phone call. The moon had risen, and before long he happened upon Odette in her human form. "Oh wow, is that the 4th Doctor?" asked the prince, regarding her needlepoint. "I'd recognize that scarf anywhere. I'm kind of a huge nerd." "I'm kind of in love with you instantly," said Odette, leaning in for a kiss. But before they could French, the producer called him back to set. As dawn neared, Odette, in swan form, watched as the show finally wrapped. "Good choice," sneered the producer. "Now get some rest. I'll see you all at the wrap party tonight." "Wrap party?" thought Odette, slowly hatching a plan in her overtaxed mutant swan brain. And so, later that night, the prince was sullen, drowning his sorrows in a citrus-tinged ocean of top-shelf vodka. But then, he saw someone at the door. "Odette!" shouted the prince. "Wow, I really dig your whole goth vibe." "Shut up, nerd," said Odette, acting oddly. "Let's go find a supply room. I want you to put it in my swan butt. I mean my human butt." The prince thought that was weird, but hey, anal! So they did. 4.5 minutes later, as they were staggering back onto the dance floor, the prince was horrified to discover he'd been tricked. Rothbart had turned one of the black mutant swans into a ratchet goth hood rat, just to F with them. "Odette, wait!" yelled the prince. But it was too late. She'd already left without even so much as grabbing a gift bag. The prince was pretty upset, for like a minute, but then he thought, hey, I still have the black swan, and she does anal. And so, he and the black swan had a juggalo wedding and lived happily ever after. Tune in next time for the magical tale of the Little Vape Shop of Horrors.
Once upon a time in Russia, there lived a young, beautiful girl named Anastasia. Anastasia was the daughter of Tsar Nicholas II.